went to the pantry at our old location, and I saw a woman come in with a hijab, and she looked tired, and she looked worn out. And she saw one of the volunteers here, and her eyes just opened up, and she smiled, and she gave the volunteer a hug. And it was that recognition that at that time, an apartment, kind of in a back room, that in an apartment, that there was a place at a time where something holy can happen. And I think it's really important that we recognize that we are standing, in fact, on holy ground, where relationships, dignity, where love exists. And that is, in fact, what we pray for today. Recognizing that the work that happens here is not just about feeding the poor, but it's about nourishing our souls and nourishing our community. Recognizing, here's Sheila, recognizing that this is, in fact, holy space where we can see one another as being created B'Tselem Elohim in the image of God. Rabbi Stern once reminded me about a story about another one of our biblical patriarchs who was really in need one time. His name was Jacob. He was homeless at the time. And he was having to spend the night in the evening out on the ground alone. And he took a stone and placed it underneath his head. And there was a ladder up to God. And our biblical sages said, or the Bible itself says that the angels were going up and they were going down. And the sages asked this question. They said, well, it makes no sense. Shouldn't the angels just be coming down? Why are they going up? Right? And the sages answered, the reason why they go up is because holy work starts right here. And I think that's true too. The holy work starts when you're in the thick of it, recognizing that there's need in our community and doing great work. So we thank God. We thank God for all of the food that is here, for all of the sustenance that we have in our lives. We thank God for the opportunity to be in relationship with one another, Christians and Jews and Muslims and all of the faith traditions and those who do not have faith. We thank God for the opportunity to recognize the dignity and the humanity in one another, and through that relationship also know that God exists in the in-between. And we thank God for the opportunity to be doing holy work, to do the work of Tikkun Olam, to help repair our world, recognizing that the world as it is not the way that it should be, but that we can take steps with our actions to do that holy work. Let us all say,
Amen.
Amen.